Evan Turner's averaging 17 for Philly, but he's taking 16 shots to do that. He's shooting 42% on a bad team. Is that going to translate to helping the Indiana Pacers with offensive production off their bench, which I think is critical because I still think Paul George will have moments where he'll be quiet in that series against Miami. Granger could have been the difference maker to make up for that. I don't know if Evan Turner can be.
We'd like to welcome the audience who's joining us, who's watching SportsCenter on ESPN News. We're talking about Danny Granger heading to the 76ers for Evan Turner and Lavoy Allen. You bring up an interesting point about Granger used to be the man on the Pacers. And this team, they have a lot of chemistry. Do you think maybe him wanting to still be the man maybe had an impact on this deal?
I don't know if it's as much as him wanting to be the man as it is he's having a hard time adjusting to this role. I mean, he's 22 minutes a night now off the bench. His touches are probably infrequent. There's no rhythm to what he's doing offensively. It's hard to adjust to it, and he's been hurt. So he's dealing with all of those things, and it's a short, really sample of work to make a determination that he won't help us this year win a championship. That's why I'm a little bit confused by it. I'm just not sure, and I'm not sold on Evan Turner and what he's going to bring to. Can he replace that? And I don't think what they have right now coming off their bench offensively is enough to beat Miami.
The other thing with Danny, there's a tremendous team chemistry there, right? David West is the he set the tone in that locker room, and Danny's been the guy who's gone along with all of it. Paul George's emergence, he was right there helping him, bolstering him along. I'm with you. You're my brother. So it's always tricky to fiddle with the chemistry equation in addition to the on-court equation. This one will be very interesting to hear Larry Bird, Kevin Pritchard, and the Brain Trust in Indiana explain their thought process on it.
Well, Granger, you know, there was always the talk about will he be able to accept being a role player on this team when he used to be the man. I talked to him about it. He said, look, that was 4 years ago. I'm different now. I understand my role. I'll be able to accept it. Yeah. Now the question is, will Evan Turner? Not that, I mean, he was
Can he accept
as
being a
close
role player?
as the man as they had in Philadelphia. He's not going to play a lot. How much playing time is he going to get?
Listen, I've been down to that arena a handful of times this year to Wells Fargo. Okay, there's about, when they list attendance in the paper the next day, it actually lists people's names. It writes their
So you're saying being the man.
What I'm saying is averaging 17, taking 16 shots on a team like Philly this year, and no one's really paying attention to it, to going to a team and getting minimum, he's got to play. There's no one else there. He has to get minutes from him off the bench on a team that potentially wins a title. That's going to mean more if Evan Turner averages 6, 8, 10 points a game for the Pacers and does it in important moments in the playoffs, particularly against Miami. That's going to mean a lot more to him long term than averaging 17 in Philadelphia winning 18 games.